Hi, Shawn. My name's Katie. I'm a student nurse here, and I just wanted to talk to you and touch base about how you've been doing lately. I know you've been struggling a little bit with depression, I saw. So, what's been going on? How are you doing?
I'm doing a lot better. The things that we talked about in the group therapies have been helping me quite a bit. And I think the meds are starting to work. I don't feel as depressed and anxious about things and situations.
I saw that you were hospitalized a couple months ago. Can you tell me about that?
I had some things that happened in my life that it was kind of just like a perfect storm, and kind of put me into a tailspin, and I started having some negative. Well, I started thinking about suicide, and maybe that it would be better if I wasn't around. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you still experiencing any of those feelings of self-harm or?
No. I think, like I was saying, I think that the group therapies are really helping, and the one-on-one with the psychologist is really helping me work through a lot of the issues that I was facing before. I really had some poor coping mechanisms and skills, and I really wasn't thinking in the right frame of mind about some of these things. I was more thinking that it was, these things were more of a permanent basis, and that it was always going to be this way. And now that I've kind of gotten into a different frame of mind, I realize that it's just a rough time, and I need to just work through it, type thing. Yeah.
I'm glad that you're doing better and you kind of have a different outlook on things. You did mention, though, a second ago about poor coping skills. Do you want to elaborate on that at all? What you have done, what you continue to do to help self-medicate or anything along those lines?
Yeah, I was having a problem with, a little bit with, alcohol. Not too bad, but I would use the alcohol as a way to, kind of self-medicate. I've since got that under control. Currently, I still have a really bad cigarette nicotine habit. I just can't find a way to really get rid of that one. I feel like it's something that I can rely on, that when I start feeling anxious, or if I feel like maybe there's that situation that comes on, I can always get that rush of, that cigarette that will help kind of level me out a little bit. And
Yeah, I understand that it's hard having been through what you've been through, and getting over the hump of depression, but then you feel like you need another kind of outlet. And I think, I understand how hard it is to quit. Can you tell me a little bit more about your tobacco usage?
Well, currently I smoke 2 packs a day. I've been doing that for years, and I guess when I was at the height of my depression, it was a little bit worse than that, maybe 2.5. But I think right now I'm still right around about 2 packs a day, and I'm having problems related to that. Even now, they diagnosed me with asthma, and I noticed I have really bad shortness of breath, and my family is really kind of coming down on me with about that as well, and being around certain family members that don't like me smoking, so it kind of ostracizes me when it comes to maybe I'm cutting off part of my support by smoking, but I just can't figure out a way to eliminate it.
It's a really tough addiction, and there's a lot of things that it does bring you that, it makes you feel better, it makes you feel less anxious, but you did mention some negatives too, that it's pulling you away from your family, and you have some health concerns now. You look like a pretty fit guy and that you're into working out. Is that true? Are you into your health and like exercising in that, or?
Well, yeah, I really do like the idea of exercise. Unfortunately, over the last couple of years, I kind of got into a rut, and I kind of got away from some of those healthier outlets and exercises.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with this. I think if I could somehow figure out a way to maybe work on, getting healthier, exercising more, maybe.
Yeah, because the smoking is going to counter any kind of exercise that you would do, and since you seem to express some concern about your health, in terms of the asthma and shortness of breath, and so the smoking is only making that worse and could potentially lead to other chronic problems. Do you feel that you're ready to quit? How would you describe your readiness?
Right now, I'm not sure that I'm not sure I'm ready. I'm not quite ready. I'm not there yet. Maybe 3.
Okay, and what is your biggest concern that you have about not quitting? What's your biggest doubt, or what you're most worried about that will happen if you decide not to quit? What are you most scared that will happen?
I have some serious concerns that I won't be able to handle some of the stressful situations that come my way, and maybe I'll fall back into that depression rut that I was in. Yeah, those are. That's probably my main concern with that, because I just don't have like a healthy. I don't know how to start.
Okay, and that's a valid concern, because you just overcame so much. Starting to finally feel better and not be as depressed, and so to take away one of your coping mechanisms after just overcoming a really big hurdle is a terrifying thought. I don't know if you would be open or interested to hear maybe a piece of advice that I have found works for other patients who are thinking about quitting. I don't know if I could offer you a suggestion.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely open to any suggestions that you might have, anything that might help.
So you had mentioned that smoking kind of eases your anxiety and is a way for you to kind of release some stress. But is there anything, any other types of activities or hobbies you have that you could potentially pick back up or take up to kind of take the replacement of cigarettes?
One of the things that was identified in one of the meetings that I was going to, I think some of the people in there are using like yoga or meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And my psychologist mentioned meditation, and that might be a way of, taking away some of that edge, some of that anxiety. So I think maybe I can look into doing some kind of meditation or self-relaxation, deep breathing, maybe getting outdoors more.
I think that would be a really good idea. And meditation and yoga, mindfulness, stuff like that has actually been shown to alleviate signs and symptoms of depression as well. So I think that by practicing meditation or doing some deep breathing and relaxation techniques could actually help both aspects. Could help you feel less anxious and also help with your depression. And I think it might be a good idea to explore those options, because I would suggest at least maybe cutting back if possible, and maybe taking up one of those hobbies, and we'll check back in a couple weeks.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
I think I can do that. Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
All right.